All right, perfect. All right, guys, thanks so much for hopping on. So today we're going to go over some Xfinity prepaid training. This is a huge opportunity for any of you guys who are on this call. If you happen to be in a market that has Xfinity coverage, you are able to sell Xfinity. And that is a prepaid home internet product that goes great right alongside Boost if you happen to have Boost Mobile as well. They are stackable. You can kind of get some extra benefits from our customers that we will discuss for you guys here in just a moment. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the Xfinity product, the Xfinity Prepaid Home Internet kits. These kits cost you guys $30 to order, right? So the inventory cost them is very low. It's $30. And the customers, when they come in, they only need to pay you. Initially, they're going to pay you $60. They're going to pay $45 for that first month of service, which is for 30 days of internet, and you charge them a $15 setup fee in your store. So those customers that come in for you for Xfinity, you want to offer them home internet at $60 out the door, and that is truly unlimited internet for those customers. It's refill on their own terms, no credit check required for this, no need to pay outstanding debts with Comcast. You could owe Xfinity $1,000, and that's fine. As long as you happen to turn in the old modem that you used rented from them, you're good. Doesn't matter if you have $1,000 balance, that can be wiped away, and you can get Xfinity prepaid home internet. These sell really, really well, guys. So if you don't have them stocked up, definitely recommend ordering at 5 at a time because 5 fit in one kit. So that will help minimize the shipping cost for you guys. And one thing that's really nice on here, this is an old slide. It's outdated. If you happen to see on the bottom here, it talks about Wi-Fi speeds up to 50 megabytes per second, right? That's what it was when Xfinity launched. But back in about, I think it was like February, March of last year in 2024, that changed to 200 megabits per second speed. So what's crazy is this product was selling really well even when it was only 50 megabits per second. Now it's 200 megabit per second for that exact same price point for your customers. The customers come in, they have two options. If they don't happen to have enough to pay for a full month of service or they happen to be off, but they need the internet for the week, they could do a refill of $15 and get them 7 days of internet, right? If they're in a really tight spot. But that's going to be rare. The majority of customers are going to come in and they're going to pay the $45 to pay their bill every single month. This 99.9% network reliability with Xfinity. So there's never any issues here. It's guaranteed speeds. It's going to be super fast. And what I love about it, it truly is unlimited. There's no caps. There's no throttling. So if you sell this and someone's like, oh, well, I watch YouTube TV, all 8 hours a day. I'm constantly streaming. And, I have kids. My kids are playing video games in the room and they're playing games online. This can handle that. This can handle that. They can have people streaming, people playing video games at the same time. That 200 megabit per second speed is enough for those needs. And the big key there, never slows down, never throttles, never caps. So this is the lowest cost home internet you can get. Unless there is a government assisted program someone might be on, this is the lowest paid form of home internet that's currently out there in the market. And we'll show you compared to our competitors as well. So that competitive advantage I was just talking about, you have an additional incentive with Boost. At the very start of this call, I mentioned you can save that extra $5 if you have Xfinity and Boost. This is something that we probably don't talk about enough, right? So I'm glad we're talking about it again on this call right now. So since Boost Mobile stores, they have a partnership with Xfinity. Any store that sells Boost Mobile, if you're in an area that has Xfinity coverage, you can sell Xfinity as well. Some of you who may be watching this call might be selling just Xfinity only. And if you're interested in selling Boost, reach out to us, let us know, and we can have that discussion with you as well. But if you have Xfinity and you get Boost, you're going to have a $5 discount. So that is huge. And the customer lifetime value, once customers get prepaid internet, it sticks. On a cell phone, you can have that churn happen a lot quicker, right? The customers switch, when they're eligible for an upgrade, they're going to switch. They're going to go they could go to a different phone, they could go to a different carrier, whatever the scenario may be. With home internet, it's a profit driver because those customers stick. They stick roughly 18 months. So when those customers are coming in paying your bill, you guys are earning money off those bill payments in your stores, and those customers stay 18 months. So you can grow that customer base and have some great revenue that's flowing in just on the payments that you're going to be getting from selling these Xfinity. It's also super convenient, plug and play. It's going to increase the satisfaction of everyone in the household because you're going to be able to do everything you need to do for the lowest possible price. Have some extra money to go buy some games, go to a movie, whatever you want to do. And the activation process is very simple. It's very simple, pretty much a plug and play if you're wired for a coaxial cable. A couple small steps that we'll go over here and show you, but it's a very easy product for you guys to activate as well. So, a question. Let me ask you guys about how many Xfinity checks would you think we should have each month? What do you think is the minimum? How many checks should your store have each month? Sam, what would you say? Or Julia, how many Xfinity checks do you think a store should have each month?
I'm thinking minimum, we should be seeing at least 10, 15, 20.
Absolutely. If you got 10, 15, 20, that's a great answer, Julia. If you guys are doing 10, 15, 20 address checks, your product's going to sell. Essentially, how I would look at it is every customer walking in your store is an opportunity, especially if you happen to be a multi-carrier store and you're selling a cell phone and you have that customer's address. Run Xfinity on the side. Run the Xfinity. See if they're eligible for service, and that'll help qualify them for that conversation. But address checks are the name of the game, because if you're doing 10 to 15 address checks or 10 to 20, I would try to get one a day. Honestly, best case scenario, let's try to get at least one a day. Let's go for 30, right? Let's set that bar higher. Let's set that bar at 30 checks per month. So that's one a day. If you guys are doing 30 checks per month, that means you're doing one per day. That tells me that you're actively thinking about the Xfinity product and that you're more likely to pitch it. If you don't, if you have this product in and you put it on your shelves and you're not pitching it to customers, you're not going to see the results that I know you can get by actively pitching. So you got to remember, put your sales hat on and give that pitch. Check those customers' address when they come into your store. Now, we're going to skip over the bag today because we don't have many people on the call probably watching during the video, so we're gonna skip over the prize. But I want to talk more in depth about the pitch. So when we talk about the pitch, remember every customer that's walking your door is a chance to ask that question. Hey, how much are you paying each month for your home internet? Just ask that question. If it's more than $45, then you should be able to have that conversation about a possible sale. And everyone is going to be more expensive. Again, unless they're in a government assisted program, they're going to be more than 45 bucks. But if you don't ask the question, you're not going to uncover the need. So create some enthusiasm. Oh man, if they tell you how much they pay for the internet, oh, I can save you some serious cash money. If I for only $45 a month, I can hook you up with Xfinity Prepaid Home Internet. It's completely unlimited and the speeds are crazy fast at 200 megabits per second, which is enough to handle multiple TV streaming and online gaming at the exact same time, right? Give that pitch to your customers and you're going to run their address. You're going to sign them up. It's so quick. What I love about Xfinity, start to end, it's about a 5-minute sales process. You know, compared to 20 minutes or more for a cell phone activation, this is a super fast sale for you guys. There's no long-term commitment for these customers. It is month to month as it is prepaid. So when they pay that $60 up front, right? Remember, they're paying the $45 for the month of service and a $15 setup fee in your store at the point of sale when they first buy. So they pay the $60 up front. They come in month 2 and it's only 45 bucks. And if they're late, if they're over their 30 days, it just turns off till they come back in and pay their bill. All right, so make sure you guys have that excellent customer service. You want to make sure you smile, be approachable, be friendly, and really just ask a question. That's the key, is asking the questions. Also, don't be shy to follow up with your customers. Your customers that come into your store, there's a lot of options for people to shop, right? There's a lot of places to sell Xfinity, a lot of places to sell Boost. So make sure you're going above and beyond and following up with those customers. Make sure that they got everything taken care of. Did follow up a week later? Did your home internet get activated okay? Did you have any issues? Just want to make sure you're taken care of. Great. Hey, by the way, we also have XYZ. Pitch them another promotion when you're following up, right? That could be an add-a-line if you happen to be selling cell phones as well. Or if you're not, whatever product you're selling, tell them about what product you have going on. So you can position that as a courtesy call to check and see how their Xfinity is working because you want to make sure you got them set up. Once you tell you it's great, say, oh, that's awesome. Hey, by the way, we have whatever promotion you have going on. Just want to let you know. Come in and see us when your bill's due. It'll just be the $45 next month when your bill due date is, right? So have those conversations with your customers. Follow up with them. Now, when we're talking about the phrase that pays, how do you connect to internet when you're home, right? So how are you positioning your offer? So the big thing is we said address checks, right? I said to raise that bar, try to get one a day. Let's go for 30, right? I'm gonna set that goal officially at 30. 30 address checks is what I want to see you guys do. And we can get data on how many address check stores are doing. We'd like to see you guys checking every address of customers that are coming into your store, or as many as possible. The big key is consistency. Why I say 30 is because I want you to do it every day. If you do it every day, you're going to build the habit. Then I know you're going to be asking for that sale. You want to take advantage of getting free Xfinity with Wi-Fi today, or free Xfinity modem today? That's another great point. We haven't even talked about these modems. These are free, right? You paid 30 bucks to them. You're giving to the customer for free. The customer's paying $60. Let's break that down. That's $45 for the month of service, $15 for the setup fee. The kit, you're giving that customer for free. And that's theirs to keep. It's not like the Xfinity postpaid world where you're renting it and you have to return it later. You give them that modem, that is their modem to keep, and they got it for free. So when you ask the customer, how do you connect to internet when you're at home? And you ask how much they pay, it's more than 45. Do you want to take advantage of getting a free Xfinity Wi-Fi modem today? And then we can lower your bill as well, only $45 a month for unlimited home internet with Xfinity. Set that customer up for success. Inform the customer they need to activate the modem. Download that Xfinity prepaid app for your customer in store so they can easily activate it, and encourage them to use their Boost mobile phone number when setting up their account. If they happen to have Boost, ask them, do you have Boost? You save an extra $5, right? And use that phone number when setting up that customer's account. When I talked about the cheapest, here it is, right? Here's the competition slide that you can see in black and white. This is the cheapest option out there. You put up straight up internet by Cox, $50 a month. Metro by T-Mobile, it's $55 a month. Straight Talk by Verizon is $45. So okay, that price point's at $45. Well, ours can go to $40 if you have Boost as well, so that would be lower there. But even without it, if you go apples to apples, $45 and $45, Xfinity has huge advantages. Verizon, you're paying $100 for the modem. Xfinity, modem's free. Verizon, you have 20 to 100 megabit download speed. With Xfinity, 200 megabit per second download speed. So twice as fast for the same price, if not $5 cheaper, and you save $100 on your modem with Xfinity over Straight Talk Internet with Verizon. So Xfinity has an advantage over Metro, over Straight Talks, Verizon, Cox. But Xfinity is the best value on the market, provided they do not have a government assistance program, right? And those kind of went away, right? So you're thinking back to the days when we had COVID, and we had a lot of programs that people could get these free government assisted internet opportunities, but that has really dried up. There are a few still out there, but it's not like the old days. The majority of customers are paying for internet again. So make sure you're asking the questions. And support is only a phone call away with Xfinity. They do have the customer care line available for you guys, and there's a dealer support line as well. So if you're a dealer, you want to call the 844-523-9967. The customers would call the 855-757-7372. But normally for anything you guys are going to run into, reach out to dealer support and they'll get you guys taken care of. If they have any issues and they need to return the box, you can call Xfinity, and Xfinity will actually send you a box overnight. So that's pretty awesome. So if something happens to that box, you can call Xfinity's prepaid support number, the 855-757-7372. They can troubleshoot it. They could possibly send them another kit. Or if needed, and you're within 7 days, you want to do an RMA on it, you could do an RMA on it as well. But the nice thing is using that option through Xfinity Customer Care, where they can just immediately send the customer another kit without you having to do anything if the customer has an issue. It's a really nice back-end support. Now, let's get into how to physically sell these when you get them in, right? So let's say you received your inventory. You just set up for Xfinity, you're new, and you've placed your order for your first 5 kits, and your first 5 kits come in. What's the first thing you should do? Accept your inventory. So let me show you how to do that. When you're on your Xfinity login screen, it would look just like what I have up on my screen right now, except for that bar is going to be purple instead of red in the image I have here. So it's actually going to look like this. But you can see those tabs on the top are the same: admin, availability, inventory, help, right? So when you're on that home page of Xfinity, you simply click where it says inventory. When you click on inventory, then you're going to have it where it's going to say prepaid product. It'll be a little drop box right here. You select prepaid starter kit, and then you simply enter the number of the serial number of the kit from the box. Click on confirm. That's it. Easy peasy, guys, right? So you have to do that for each kit. So this would be kit 1 that you see up on the screen right now, has a serial number. You would hit confirm. Then you would do it again. You would go back to internet prepaid starter kit, enter the serial number of kit 2, confirm, and so on for 3, 4, and 5 until all your kits are added into inventory. Now, if you happen to get an error message, let's see what error message will happen. So if you enter a serial number, the MAC ID, the serial number that says, I'm sorry, let me start over. If you get the error message, the device with the entered serial number is not in the system, right? So you've got it from DCI, you made sure you entered it right in the system, but it's saying the serial number can't be found. If that happens, no need to worry. You can simply enter the serial number, MAC address, and unit ID manually, and then click on receive. And then you'll get a message will be returned confirming steps 2 and 3. It'll take 24 hours for those to be added to the system, up to 24 hours. After 24 hours, that you'll see that system showing up in your inventory and will be sellable. Okay. Special note here, really important, all kits must be received in the dealer portal by the retailer or will not be eligible to be sold or commissioned. Okay. So what does that mean? If you're activating the kit, very important you have them in inventory so you get paid out commission on these kits. Don't just sell a kit to the customer without having it in inventory and have them walk out your door. You want to make sure you're activating the correct way. Any questions on receiving kits or inventory issues, you can call us at DCI at 773-739-5000. Now, let's go into a sale information, right? So a customer comes in, I'm sorry, let me back up. This is showing you the kit information again. So the customer comes in, you're going to fill the customer's name, first name, last name, phone number, email. Let me slow down a little bit to this part. It is crucial you enter accurate information for your customer. That first name, last name, phone number that are asterisked in red, those are required, and that's how you're going to find the customer's account when they come pay their bill. When that customer comes in month 2, and they need to pay their bill, it's going to ask for their phone number, right? So that number you put on there is what's going to be attached to their account. So make sure you're not using a generic number and you are using real information. Same for the email. Don't use a generic email. Get the customer's real email information in case they ever do any password reset, that'll go to the right place. Now you would select the product, Xfinity Prepaid Home Internet. So you simply would put the customer's address in, you run it, it says the customer, the address is eligible. You would see the Xfinity product right here, and you select it and you hit continue. So it's very easy to enter that kit information into the sale. When you hit continue, this is similar to that receive. So this is after you've received your inventory. This is the same screen you guys saw earlier. You're gonna select that MAC address. So you've entered the kits into your inventory, right? In this screen you're looking at, these are 4 kits that have been entered into inventory. So you were in here, you selected the kit that was in your inventory. So in this case, this customer, if they were activating, let's say the first one, it is for AJ Wireless, you would select whatever kit they were going to activate. Notice here it has 2 boxes selected. You're only going to have 1 box selected because you're only activating 1 kit per household. The rules of Xfinity is you only can have 1 kit per household. So you would select that kit, and you're going to see all the information is correct. Once that kit's selected, it'll make sure, okay, this is the customer name you gave me, this is the address, here's the phone number, here's the email. Make sure everything's right. Click on submit, and then boom, that's it. That's how easy that activation process is, right? So let's back up. Let's do it again from start to finish, right? The activation process, start to finish. You've put your kits in inventory. Customer walks in your door. Okay, no problem, Mr. Customer. What's your address? And this is what you should be asking your customers all the time. Hey, how much are you paying by chance for your wireless? Oh, what if I told you I could use wireless for as low as $45 a month for unlimited speeds at 200 megabits per second? What's your address? Let me check and see if you're eligible, right? Put the customer's address in. Once you put their address in, you're going to see it's going to confirm this is the address you entered. Yes, you click on next. Again, it's going to confirm the customer's basic info. What I just showed you, go to the product, select the product box, then you go to the MAC ID, select the right box, click on continue. It's going to give you that summary slide. Make sure your information is correct. Click on submit. Boom. That easy, right? That is how quick and easy these sales are. So I say it's 5 minutes. These really are 5-minute sales, guys. It's very easy for you to do. And then if customers have any issues for installation, advise them to download the Xfinity Prepaid app while they're in your store. They can also go to xfinityprepaid.com online or call care. If the house is wired, it typically can be a plug-and-play solution for them. However, if you get the error message, or not error message, but the message when you ring the customer's address, approved, but it'll take 24 to 48 hours for installation. If it says 24 to 48 hours, that means the house was never set up for Xfinity. So they're going to have an installer come out and do a physical install for them. What's great about this, on the prepaid side, this is free. Your customers will pay nothing for it. If this was a postpaid Xfinity customer, that's a $100 service call, right? So there's no cost on that. The installer will come out for them for free and do that install. Same thing for an address that was, again, this is what I just said, never connected address. This is the exact message. Congratulations, Xfinity prepaid service is available. Please wait 24 to 48 hours after your purchase to receive a call from Xfinity to help with the installation. That's when they're going to come in and do that installation, which again, I just told you is a $100 value we're giving to them for free. So awesome stuff there. Here's what you're going to get. If a customer, you run an address, it looks good to go. It'll say Xfinity prepaid services can be pre-activated. This means this customer is good to go. This is a plug-and-play customer. It doesn't say 24 to 48 hours. If you see this message when you run that customer's address, you're good to go. You're going to continue on the next steps, enter that kit ID, collect your $60, be on with your day. Now, if you get the red X, Xfinity service is not available at this time. That means they can't get Xfinity. Why would you get this red X? One is if it's a business address, because this is for residential only, so it will not work at a business address. Two, if they already have Xfinity at their house, you only have one box. Or three, let's say they had Xfinity and they just canceled within the last, like, say, week or so. Sometimes the system won't catch that. If you happen to fall into that third circumstance, a customer who recently canceled, like, oh, I know I don't have any internet right now, I just canceled. Reach out to us. We will link you up with the Xfinity rep, and they will get that address cleared out, and you will then be able to proceed with your activation. Because Xfinity wants this customer to be activated and make money. We want you to make money. We'll get you taken care of in that situation. Just let us know. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Now, you'll see here, this customer, if they had Xfinity and Boost, you'll see that 45 dropped to 40. So if the customer does happen to have Boost, you'll see that, and then they only have to pay the 40 plus 15, so it'll be 55 initially instead of the 60. So that's, again, extra savings if you have Boost Mobile. Now, the self-install kit that comes with the phones, I'll show you a quick 2-minute video on that. Make sure we got time because we're almost done here. Let me show you the install video so you can see what do your customers experience, what can you guide them to do this installation. We kind of covered it. I mentioned it's kind of plug and play, but I just want you to show exactly what these steps look like from Xfinity themselves as well.
So you bought your Xfinity Prepaid Internet Starter Kit? Great! We'll show you how to connect and activate your Xfinity Prepaid Internet service. First, place your gateway in the most central location of your home. Avoid placing it in cramped spaces or next to anything that may cause interference with the Wi-Fi signal. Screw this cable into your wireless gateway here. Screw the other end into the cable wall outlet. Make sure it's finger tight. Now, plug the power cord in here, and the other end into an electrical outlet. These lights may blink for up to 5 minutes. Once they stay solid for at least a minute, you're ready to connect to your internet service. If the lights do not stay solid, make sure to try another cable wall outlet. To connect to your internet service using a Wi-Fi enabled device, go to the Wi-Fi settings on your device. Turn on Wi-Fi and choose the network name located on your gateway. Or you can use an Ethernet cable to connect your computer to the gateway. You'll find the network name, sometimes called SSID, and password here. If more than one network name is listed on your gateway, choose either one. Now on your device, enter the password located on your gateway. If it asks for a PIN, hit Connect using the network key instead. Then enter the password. Now open a browser. You'll see this page. If you don't, you can type in the URL manually. Just follow the prompts to get online. All done? These lights should now be solid, and these will start flashing. Congrats! You're online! If you need help, try our support section on XfinityPrepaid.com or give us a call. Happy browsing!
All right, so easy peasy, guys. Not much to it, right? And so now let me show you what the speed. So 200 megabits per second. What does that mean when I say 200 megabits per second, right? So I love that they give you some examples on what is required to run activities like Sling TV, Google Classroom, Zoom meeting, gaming, and then what that data usage really compares to, right? So at 200 megabit per second and no data caps or throttling, you could have people going on Netflix streaming 4K. They could be doing gaming. They could be doing Google Classroom. They could be doing Sling TV all at the same time. And they are never going to be throttled. And they are going to be able to seamlessly have all of these offers or services running congruently at the same time, right? So all at the same time, that 200 megabit per second speed can handle it, right? So you're good to go. Multiple TVs, multiple family home, 200 megabit per second. They can feel safe. At 50 megabit per second, again, I told you it was selling at that. And then it might be a little questionable if you're doing online gaming. But at 200 megabit per second, no issues whatsoever. So you guys can feel very confident selling this to all of your customers. All right, that is what I had for you guys for today. We got a couple minutes left. I will open it up. Are there any questions at this time? All right. If there are no questions, I want to thank you guys so much for hopping on. Remember, key takeaways. It's all about the address checks. Push for 30 address checks per month. That's one per day. Get in the habit of asking customers, hey, how much are you paying for your home internet? We actually now have Xfinity Prepaid Home Internet. You have unlimited internet for only $45 a month, right? Get those customers saving. If they have Boost as well, who's your wireless provider? Do you have Boost? We can actually get you for $40 a month for unlimited home internet. You can't beat that, right? And everyone's streaming these days. Internet house is no longer a real want. I think it's a need. Everyone has to have it. So you guys have the lowest price option out there. It's just making sure your customers are aware of it and you guys are out there pitching. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.